You know, Linus had his security blanket. My son had his stuffed puppy dog. Now, for millions of Americans, they unfortunately have their masks. A salve for the COVID crippled, masks have become a present reminder of the damage the pandemic has done emotionally and psychologically to millions of Americans. Americans' struggle with mental health has been exacerbated by what researchers and the NIH now call coronaphobia, a severe anxiety disorder associated with the pandemic. A lot of Americans, myself included, we find ourselves struggling with how to handle and what to think about those mask clingers in this post-pandemic environment. We look at them and we wonder why they hang on to some thin piece of fabric or odd masking policies and practices that run counter to science and even common sense. And of course, I recoil watching parents mask their kids who are statistically not at risk from the virus. We've all seen these folks. A woman on a plane wearing a see-through mesh mask. Another who keeps the mask on while they're in the air, but then takes it off after landing. A child masked in a pool. The parent who makes their otherwise healthy kid wear a mask but won't herself. A jogger masked outside in 90-degree summer heat. The person driving masked in a car alone. Just the last month, I've seen all of those and many more, and it's frustrating. I feel bad about having such a visceral reaction. It's just not my personality when dealing with other people. And after more than 2 years of shifting government mandates and misinformation from politicians, the media, the medical community, and big pharma, the mask is now an outward symbol of the paranoia many Americans have been conditioned to feel about COVID-19. When COVID was truly novel, when it was new, there were real unknowns and uncertainties. And yes, today some people are indeed severely immunocompromised. Their conditions so extreme that they have been counseled by a physician that they should wear a mask. Now, for that very small minority, there is a rational basis. But for the vast majority of today's mask wearers, it's not about rationality. It's a sign of paranoia or latent psychological issues exacerbated by the pandemic. It's a symbol of the damage done to millions of people who feel the irrational need to mask because they believe that they are at some grave risk, however statistically insignificant or scientifically disproven. The psychological damage from the mishandling of the pandemic from the White House to big tech is proving to be more dangerous than the virus itself. Because of these mental health impacts, millions may never recover from a virus that won't ever truly threaten their lives. We now know that virtually every American has either contracted COVID-19 or will, likely multiple times throughout the course of their lives. We know even those like President Biden, who are constantly masked and taking other precautions, will still get COVID.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. September is historically the worst performing month for the stock market, so you better be ready for it. The Fed continues to aggressively raise rates, and JP Morgan is forecasting another mega rate hike September the 21st. Is that why Jamie Dimon said an economic hurricane is coming our way? Well, gold and silver have remained remarkably stable despite the Fed aggressively raising rates today. The Patriot Gold Group has a special incentive for Newsmax viewers. Huge! Now precious metals investors can enjoy the no-fee-for-life gold and silver IRA on qualifying rollovers, or enjoy free, discreet, insured shipping on all direct gold and silver purchases. Here's the number, 800-356-4470. Call 800-356-4470 today.